I think we need to get a group taser going on, okay? I wanna see how I can handle it. Is that weird? I want the ones that are straight up on you. I don't want the ones that have the hooks that go in you. That's just jacked up. Anybody that wants that is just you got something wrong with you. You do. But don't you? Unless you've had it done. Unless you've had it done. Well, let's be honest. There's at least one or two of you that have, for all the wrong reasons, got tased. But I want to know how I can react. I just want to, because I was watching I think it was a military thing where they were testing it so people understood how it affects the human body. And there's some people that are like, "Ah!" and they're all, "Ugh." And then there's some people that just kind of seize up a little bit, but they don't say a word. I want to know how bad it is. Okay. Sorry. Do not, do not ambush me and just be like, "Hey, Duff, how's it going?" And then just tase me. Don't do that. Don't do that. It'd be funny, but don't do that. Just having a nice stroll in the afternoon and then dang, somebody tases me. Anyway, sorry, it's just one of those things that popped in my head. I was like, that would be a fun, maybe not that fun. It would be a neat thing to know how you can handle getting tased. Like I said, I don't want the hook ones. Those things seem like that they would hurt extra. Okay. Especially when you're trying to rip them out. Sorry, really got in there. Ooh, ouch, owie, our bad. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. Got a lot to get into, including a Twitter poll that's rolling right now because the hot topic, the hot topic right now in sports is the MVP for the NBA. Who's going to win? And when you break it down, it just makes it more foolish for anybody that's going one side versus the other. Come on, man. And we're going to break it down real quick with some basic numbers. I'm not going to tell you who the individual is. I'm just going to give you the numbers. And then you would just go, oh, it's clearly this one. Okay. And then I will tell you if you're right or you're wrong. Okay. And then also a big name running back in the upcoming NFL draft has been basically the Denver Broncos are all hot and horny for him. And I can't wait to see what happens on draft day because if they get their hands on this dude, game changer, game changer. We'll get into that. But real quick, hit that like button wherever you're listening or watching. Also, click on the subscribe button as well. And remember, today's show is brought to you by Roof Goat USA. Go to roofgoatusa.com for all your roofing needs. We'll get into Roof Goat USA in just a little bit. But first, what we need to do is jump into the headlines.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now, here are the headlines.
Well, there's a petition to rename Nashville's International Airport. They want to name it. I guess a little while ago they were trying to name it after Donald Trump. That fell through, and now there's a petition has over 51,000 signatures as of right now to name it after Dolly Parton, a longtime resident and highly, visible person out in Tennessee. Wonder why she's visible. I'm just saying she has large boobies. I said boobies like I'm a fancy fella. Oh, hello there, lady. May I see your boobies? And she's like, go fuck yourself. And kicks me in the dick. I don't know why I went down that path. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. Again, he goes, can I see them? And she's like,
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
okay. Duly noted. Duly noted. Anyway, so they're trying to name it after Dolly Parton. I think that would be neat. Is it necessary? No. No. Think about if somebody ever named a part of a hospital after you or the whole hospital. That would be a huge honor. It would be. But I mean, I can't imagine changing the airport to like Dolly Parton. out here in Colorado, if you were to rename DIA, Denver International Airport, if you were to rename it after a celebrity from Colorado, I guess you could say like John Elway, Joe Sakic, or like the Elway Sakic International Airport, something, I don't know, something like that. Patrick Waugh Airport, I don't know. Nikola Jokic Airport. Okay, okay. I like it. I like it. But I sit there and I think, yeah, you don't need to do that. Why? That's just that's useless publicity. Um, I don't get it. But if they did it, I wouldn't be sad either way. In all honesty, give Tennessee what they want. Apparently, they want big knockers, big knockers. Uh, International Airport. In fact, speaking of that, if they don't name it Dolly Parton because somebody pulls a hissy fit, maybe they should go with something that kind of alludes to Dolly Parton, but doesn't actually say it because you know how people are. So to help with this, I have a creepy old guy that I found down the street. Keep in mind, I did not rehearse this at all. Don't even know what voice I'm going to do. But I found creepy old guy down the street, and he has some ideas for what they could call the airport in Nashville if they want to kind of dance around the idea that it's Dolly Parton. Hey, creepy old guy, how's it going? Creepy, come here, come here. Don't sniff that. Don't sniff. Well, I don't know what you're doing. Hey, hey, how's it going? Good, good, good. Okay. Could you give us our list? Okay, yeah, I got you a list. All right, all right. How about Big Old Titties International Airport? You like that one, don't you? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Hey, okay, okay, okay. How about this one? How about Fun Bags International Airport? You can get it because you got baby boos. You like that? Not really a fan of that one. How about okay, okay, okay. Quit sniffing me there, son of a bitch, creepy old guy. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Okay, okay, okay. How about this one? How about this one? I got a couple more. Here we go. Damn Knockers International Airport. He smells so good. Okay, one more and you're out. Okay, 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 okay. Here we go. Here we go. I'm not sniffing you. I'm not sniffing you. Okay, you better not. I'll fucking throat punch you. Just say the last one and get the fuck out. Okay. All right. How about Milk Monsters International Airport? I got your underwear. Woohoo! Woo! Son of a, that guy's never coming back. I swear to God, creepy old guy, get the fuck out. Weird. How the hell did he get my underwear off me? That's weird. He's got skills. I'll tell you what, creepy old guy. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's bizarre. I don't know if they'll do it. If they do, great. If they don't, that's fine. Whatever. It kind of does make you think wherever you're living, what would they name it? Who would they name it after? I would think it would be like a sports celebrity or just a huge celebrity. Like in her case, she's, an iconic country artist, musical artist, legendary. She's brought in tons of people to that whole area. So I guess it makes sense why you would want that. She's helped the economy out in Nashville and the surrounding areas. So it does make sense. But is it necessary? No, no, no. I said milk monsters. Okay, creepy old guy, get out. Milk monsters. What the shit? Tell me if this is kind of a red flag in a relationship. I'm not a huge relationship expert, but I feel like I can see some red flags at times. This might be one. You let me know. A man who didn't want to look after his girlfriend's pet because she was on a cruise without him sent in a bomb threat to the cruise she was on. Okay. The 19-year-old man who was upset at his girlfriend for going on a cruise, has been sent to prison for making a bomb threat to the ship. His name's Joshua Lowe from Michigan. He admitted that he was annoyed that he had to watch pets while his partner and her family went on a Caribbean cruise, leading him to take drastic measures. What a dipshit. What a dipshit. That's on you. That's on you, Michigan. That's one of yours, okay? Uh, I mean, listen, it, you're 19 years old. You just made one of the dumbest mistakes of your life. I don't know how long he's going to be in prison, but enjoy. Enjoy it. What are you in for? I didn't want to watch my girlfriend's pets, so I called in a bomb threat to a cruise. You're dumb. And also, you're next. That's what's going to happen in prison. I'm just saying. Jeez, man. Fucking moron. And it's not like anything new. Guys are stupid, especially around in our teenage years. We make dumb decisions. This is a dumb decision. Did not think about what the consequences are. I'll say this. After talking to kids around, well, my son's age, sometimes the shit that they hear on YouTube, they don't fully comprehend, or there's a lot of misinformation being spread by the individuals of TikTok and YouTube and whatever, where they don't fully understand the reality of life. There's a good chance dipshit McGee over here that called in the bomb threat to a cruise liner didn't think that there was anything wrong with that, or didn't think that he would get in that much trouble because he heard it from somebody, or he's just fucking dumb, which is, easily influenced / he's an idiot. Ugh. Speaking of gross, only because I said ugh. Giant rodents cuddle with visitors at the, I always say this wrong, capybara cafe in Florida. They're those huge rodents that you see. They're really cute looking. They are. But you can go and sign up to be, one of the snugglers with it. I mean, it's an experience. Why not? I'm kind of that way where the older I get, the more I realize there's a lot of experiences out there that you should just, if you have the opportunities, take them. Why not? If you can hug a giant rodent, why not? It's not like it's a giant rat. I'd say, fuck it, burn it. Then, maybe we eat it. I don't know. I don't know. Well, hold on real quick. I would eat a rat if I had to. Don't act like if it's the end of times and you're just or you're just hard pressed for food. If you have the opportunity to eat something, if it's a rat, whatever. Just cook it up. If you have the uh ability to smoke it, or not smoke it, yeah, put it on the Traeger. If you have the ability to cook it on a grill of some sort or just over a fire, sure, yeah. Why the heck not? Don't be all snobby. Like at end of times, you're like, oh, I really could use a steak. Well, hey, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I'm holding it by the tail. I got dinner here. We got rats. I'm not going to eat that. We haven't eaten in a month. We're eating this. Don't give a shit. So yeah, cuddle with a capybara or whatever the fuck how you say it. The That is better than the original ideas that the zoo came up with, allegedly. Like on Mondays, it was hug a python Monday. That ended poorly with that one guy. That one guy got crushed to death. Hilarious in hindsight, but or tickle a tiger Tuesday. Not a good idea. You lose one arm and then people freak out. And yeah, yeah. So I had to move on from that one. Then there was Hump a Camel Wednesday. Todd got fired for that one. He tried to defend himself. He's like, well, no, 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 no. I'm just saying you hump on a camel. Both ways are bad, Todd. You're not banging somebody on a camel, okay? But it's the experience of a lifetime. Lunch with a gorilla Tuesday. That it started off fine, but then the gorilla stole somebody's lunch and threw feces in their face and then ripped their arms off. It again started off good, ended very poorly. And then on Fridays, fight a grizzly Friday. You thought that one would have been good. You did. But no, blindsided by the fact that it's a fucking grizzly bear that likes to rip things apart. Huh, who could have seen it coming? So go to Florida and hug a rodent. There you go. Hey, we got more coming your way, including a giant sports section that I cannot wait to get into. But real quick, when it comes to roof repairs, you're going to want the best. You're going to want to go with the GOAT. You need the GOAT, right? Oh, could you hug a goat? Yeah, I think you could hug a goat. Roof Goat USA. They've been in business for 23 years. They understand the headache that comes with fixing a roof, whether it's repair, replacement, insurance claims. Roof Goat USA's experienced professionals are committed to delivering reliable and durable solutions, and they prioritize the safety and comfort of your family, ensuring that your home is well protected against the elements. Dude, they do such a phenomenal job. It's so cool. I'll try to post some pictures and videos if you're watching this on the video version. And they do such a good job, just above and beyond everybody else. It's embarrassing for everybody else. It's great for Roof Goat USA because they are legit. Roof Goat USA guarantees their work 30 years. For 30 freaking years, they cover their work, okay, from date of install. That's all materials and labor for 30 years from date of install. Pretty freaking cool. That is awesome. For all your roofing needs, go ahead, contact the GOAT. Text Eric 303 495 4630, 303 495 4630, or go to roofgoatusa.com. Again, roofgoatusa.com. Experience the Roof Goat USA difference today. Before we get into sports, I saw this headline. There's two headlines I'm going to get into real quick. The headline read, I discovered a torture dungeon of hidden rooms and passageways under my house. All I could think of is kind of going along with that creepy old guy, like creepy grandpa responding, it's not a torture dungeon. It's a sex dungeon. Get it right, Billy. Sorry. That's the first thing that popped in my head. He's just mad because they're like, oh, it's not torture. No, come on. That's how I met your grandma, okay? The sex dungeon underneath the house, okay? God. Kids these days, am I right? Don't know anything unless it's, on the video screen. Back in my day, if you wanted to get your rocks off, you put a couple of jumper cables on your nipples. Lock that sucker up. Oh, those were the days. Okay, Grandpa. All right. A local pizzeria. Listen, I had nothing else to add to that story. I just wanted to bring that up. This is the other headline that I saw that is worth noting. My local pizzeria charged me a bitching fee after I spoke up about an incorrect order. It was a $5 fee. So what she quote unquote bitched about, which she claims she wasn't bitching, which probably, to be honest, she probably was. If you don't think you're bitching, you're probably bitching. But anyway, she ordered 3 Miller Lights, or excuse me, it was 1 Miller Light. Total for the thing was 3 of them. 1 Miller Light. They brought out a Bud Light. But since it was in a bottle or a can, whatever, they pre-open it because that's what they're supposed to do. So they gave her a discount on that and ended up giving her another beer. But apparently she bitched enough where they added $5. Oh, listen, I know some people they don't think they're bitching, but they are. I probably do it all the time. I'm not bitching. I'm not bitching. People do that all the time when I worked in restaurants complaining I'm not getting upset. Yeah, you sound upset, sir. Sorry we didn't put, a pound of meat in your burrito. And when we said we would, you're like, I ain't gonna pay for it. Come on, man. You just want free shit. I Can't stand customer service. People are such dicks. She was probably a bitch. I'm just going to go out on a limb there, okay? And it was well deserved. That being said, what if you were being nice and they added the bitch fee? Because if you complain about it, then you're justifying the bitch fee. I don't know if I like that. Unless you're like really, really, and they wrote bitch on the receipt. Bitch fee, $5. They should have made it like $20 if he was really bad. Like $20 bitch fee. Like, holy crap, she was terrible. That's just, I wonder where that money goes toward. What does that go into under the categories? Does that go into miscellaneous? Does that go towards paper cost? What does it go towards when you're doing inventory? I don't get it. When you're crunching the numbers at end of day, end of week, end of the month, where are those bitch fee totals going towards? Just saying, party fund. She was a bitch, I swear to God. We need more booze at the company party. You know what we need to do? Dude, I'm so irritated with myself. Yesterday, I tossed to, during sports, I tossed to headlines again. I said headlines. And I even played the headlines open. I didn't play the sports open yesterday. And I completely missed it until I'm reviewing the video, editing, adding the visuals for it. And I'm like, God damn it. I'm so stupid. But anyway, today we get it right. Let's do it. Let's jump into some sports.
Going deep, tight ends and long balls.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
Oh, gross!
It's sports with the Huff.
All right. This is like one of the top trending themes in the country right now. Who is the MVP in the NBA? Obviously, SGA versus Nikola Jokic. And we talked about this last week. Allegedly, apparently, dipshits that are in charge of voting for the NBA MVP have voter fatigue because Nikola Jokic is so freaking good. They can't handle it. They're like, oh, he's here again? Yeah, he is. He is. So the debate is who is it? Who should it go to? And a lot of people, like Dickhead McGee, a.k.a. Chris Broussard, was talking about, I'm not going to play the sound, but he was talking about how SGA is so good. He scores a lot of points. And his team has a better record than the Nuggets. The Nuggets should have a better record. Okay. Wait, that's it. Oh, that shit. I thought you had more. I thought you had more. That's all you got. That's all you got. Oh, the only reason the Thunder have such a good record is because of SGA. Oh, well, that's good to know for everybody else on the team because they're all trash. And yeah, he's terrible. Or he's so good. They're terrible. My apologies. They do nothing. It's all him. Here's what's funny. Before I go into player 1 versus player 2, and then you figure out who's who, I'll give you a sneak peek at one thing. And it kind of, well, I'll tell you this afterwards because it's going to kind of give it away. Player 1, first in points in the NBA. Plus, he's way above 50th in rebounds per game. 14th in assists, 5th in steals. Okay, there you go. Player number 2, 3rd in points, 3rd in rebounds, 2nd in assists, and 2nd in steals. Who's the MVP? Who should be the MVP? Now, keep in mind, the MVP goes to the best performing player of the regular season, not the best performing team, which kind of blows out Chris Broussard and other dipshits' argument. It's not about how well the team's doing. It's the best performing player. Okay. Now, keep in mind, the Nuggets are still the 4th seed in the playoffs. It's not like they were, won 10 games or anything, but he was awesome. Okay. So who's player 1? Who's player 2? Well, if you didn't guess it, SGA is player 1 and Jokic is player 2. Now, I said who's the MVP? As of right now, player 2 leading the way with 92.7% of the votes. Now, obviously, the majority of the people that follow me on Twitter are most likely from the Colorado area. So, maybe that's why. But I do have a lot of people in the Rocky Mountain region. It goes beyond that. I have people in Texas. I have people in Wyoming, New Mexico, Utah, California, Michigan, Oklahoma. 7.3% are saying that SGA, looking at these numbers, is the MVP. Those people have their heads up their ass. That makes no freaking sense. It goes to the best performing player of the regular season. SGA is good at scoring points. He averages just over 32 points a game, and Jokic averaged just over 29 points a game. It's not like SGA was averaging high 30s or 40 points a game. He had a lot of games where he did score a lot of points, but it's not like he's averaging a shit. He averaged 3 points more than Jokic a game. That's not a lot, guys. The fact that he is basically non-existent in rebounds is disturbing for SGA. He's 14th in assists. Come on, man. 5th in steals. Nikola Jokic averaged a triple-double for the season. He averaged that. That is the exact example of best performing player of the regular season. He was 3rd in points, 3rd in rebounds, 2nd in assists, and 2nd in steals. You give this award to SGA because dickheads are, having voter fatigue, or they're just, anti-Jokic for some fucking reason, or they're making themselves believe that this is the right choice because he scores more points. It's not like he's scoring a lot more. But here's the thing. You do that, you give it to the wrong guy when it's completely obvious that it goes to Jokic, you just ruin the award. It means dick. Luka could have, what was it? Somebody was saying Luka could have potentially won it last season. Okay. There's a debate for that. But the thing is, when I look at this right now, there's no debate. It's Jokic. But SGA, listen, you go to betonline.ag right now. If you want to put a bet on who's going to win, it's probably going to be SGA. It probably is, which is absurd because this is Jokic's best season of his career. This is a historical year, not just for himself, but for the NBA. And that's just what's mind-blowing. And people will say, yeah, he's having a phenomenal year. We're going to look back at this time when Jokic played this season and go, wow, what a fantastic season he had. Did he win the MVP? Nope. It went to some guy that, shot a lot. Oh, but he must have scored a shit ton more than him. No, not really. Yes, and not a lot. No. But the guy had to have been close in the numbers, right? As far as him comparable to Jokic. Well, no. Well, where was he in rebounds? Well, Jokic was third. Well, where was SGA in rebounds? Somewhere beyond 50. Didn't even crack the top 50. Oh, well, okay. What about assists? I think he was better in assists. Well, yeah, he was better in assists. Well, where was Jokic compared to him? Jokic was second in assists, and SGA was 14th. Second in steals for Jokic, fifth for SGA in steals. Guys, it just doesn't make sense when you look at it on paper. Voter fatigue is horse shit. You vote for the person, the player, the best performing player of the regular season. The award means jack shit if it goes to SGA, excuse me. So annoying. So annoying. Ashton Jeanty, who I would love for the Denver Broncos to get their hands on, was on a podcast. I think Overtime is who he was on with. And he's sitting down and they're obviously talking about who he's been talking to.
Who you been talking to the most?
I mean, so now I have just like separate meetings, like the Browns running back coach wants to talk to me. Like it's all like separate, like who wants to Seahawks. But at the actual draft, I talked to 20 different teams at the combine, excuse me, and really the Denver Broncos, they was heavy on me, and the Raiders, they was heavy. Like we was talking the most, like even while all the running backs was doing drills, because I wasn't competing. Like they was talking to me the whole time, like you know what I'm saying. So
Well, it's between the Raiders and Broncos as far as I'm concerned. And that's a problem if the Raiders get their hands on Jeanty, because he's a stud. He's a stud. Doesn't do a lot out of the backfield as far as receiving goes, but he's a big back that let's see. Last season, let's just look at last season. He had 2,601 rushing yards. Now, I believe I didn't write this part down. Receiving was like in the hundreds. It's not very good. They didn't use him that way. They used him as a running back. He was averaging 7 yards per carry, guys. 7 yards per carry. He had 29 touchdowns. And then you go, well, is this just more of a, does he have breakaway speed? Yeah, he does. He had his longest touchdown or longest run was 77 yards. He's got that. He would be a great addition to the Denver Broncos that are in need of a big, strong, quick running back. Oh, I'd be very happy. I'd be very upset if the Vegas Raiders got their hands on Jeanty. We'll see what happens. Maybe the Broncos move around. But I like to hear that the Broncos are in hot pursuit of a big name running back. I hope that that's what the Broncos go with, whether it's him or someone else. I hope that their first pick, what are they, 20th in the draft in the first round. I hope that they go running back. I'd be fine with that. I don't want to see a receiver, not in the first round. I think you can get somebody good, really good after that. Get a solid running back. He would be a great one. He would be a great addition to the Denver Broncos. And I know all the hype is around the quarterbacks. You know, they're talking about the first 10 picks. But fuck, man. If somehow the Broncos can move up and get their hands on Jeanty, that's huge. I don't know if they would have to move up officially, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, you tell me who you want the Broncos to go after in the first round, whether it's position or an actual individual. Don't anybody say Shadur Sanders. Nobody do that. Stop it. No. We got Bo Nix, okay? We do. The Broncos don't need another quarterback right now. I'm comfortable with them at quarterback for the first time in a long time. But Running back would be good. Running back would be a solid move with their first pick. The more I think about it, I don't want them to go any other position with their 20th pick. We'll see what happens. That's right around the corner. What's that, next week? Holy shit, that's next week. Great. Is it next week? That's wild. I need to make notes on my desk so I don't have to keep Googling shit. Be like, it's this date, dummy. Yeah, next Thursday. Wow, it's crazy. I got another game tonight with the kids. We're on the road. We're traveling to the Louisville area. It should be fun. And can't wait. It's going to be a night game. And the kids are excited. Hopefully we do well. I know that they have it in them to accomplish greatness. But obviously you guys know this every day. Your opponent is thinking the same thing. So you gotta dig deep. So hopefully they do well. I believe in them. They're gonna do great. Okay. There better be somebody out there slinging chimichangas or hot dogs or something like that. Come on, that'd be great. Hot dogs here. Hot dogs. I'll take one. Hey, who wants a hot dog? All right. I don't think they have concession stands at the place that we're going to, which is weird. The place that the kids play at now at Northern Lights, they have a concession stand. They just don't have lights for night games. So that's why we're traveling. So should be cool. Should be fun. We'll see what happens. Hey, you guys, if you want to reach out, go ahead. We'll try to get the mailbag, humping. Today's hump day. Go hump a camel. I mean, hump on a camel, right? Yeah, that doesn't help, Todd. It doesn't. If you want to join the mailbag, I love it when you guys can. DeHuffPodcast@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on my socials at DeHuffPodcast, or respond on the show. Who was it? Holden was responding on Spotify to not yesterday's show, but the one before that. He's like, you got issues. Or wait, you got more than one problem, something like that. I was like, yeah, that's true. So go ahead. Plenty of ways to respond, to react, and we'll get them coming up. Again, DeHuffPodcast@gmail.com or at DeHuffPodcast on socials. You guys are amazing. Hopefully you laughed a little bit in this episode. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button. Big thanks to Roof Goat USA. It's DeHuff Uncensored. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful day. Let's continue to move forward. I'll talk to you next time.